the final thing I want to talk about is one of those ideas. We've already touched actually on quite a few ideas that are pretty interesting, but one of those ideas is that everything is practice. And this is, I think, important for the kind of thing we're doing right now, which is we're recording a podcast. And it's like this creative project where what I just described as the goals of Icario, the goals of this podcast and so on, will this work? I have no idea. And are we doing this right? I don't know. And really, are you ready for this? Are you ready to do a podcast? Well, not really, I didn't wake up this morning feeling like, yes, today is the day where I will start the podcast. No, I have a bunch of notes and we've veered off of them quite a lot,
I knew this would happen.
Yeah. And which it also should. But the point is, one of the ways in which you can reframe your thinking about creative projects like this is that this is practice. This episode is practice for the next episode. The next episode is practice for the next one. We are practicing. It's not so important how many people are going to listen to this episode. Well, not that many, right? It's the first one.
All three of you.
Yeah. So, and it's not that important how good or bad this episode is. The important thing is that we're sitting here and doing the work. And over time, we'll get better. And the more practice we do, the more we level up our own power, our own potential to fulfill the goals that we've set for ourselves. And this is a way to not let ambitious goals paralyze you. Because we could say, oh, how do we do this? We're trying to empower people. We're trying to free people from all these shackles. We're trying to change people's lives. That's a lot of pressure. This episode right now has to change lives. Oh my God. Can we? Oh my God. I can't do this. I can't. Let's do it later. Right?
Yeah. Procrastination kicks in at that point.
But no, that's you have to practice, right? Maybe episode 100 will be like life-changing. And maybe we need to do 99 episodes of practice to get there. And that's what we're going to do, right?
Yeah. Before we get the first good episode, if it's 99, then it's just practice. But that's something you touched on, is that everything is practice, and so that's pretty widely applicable. Yeah. And the utility of that idea helps people not fall into the trap of just this absolute perfectionism that eventually paralyzes them and stops them from changing at all. Yeah. So if everything's practice, then you just sort of have this you let yourself off the hook enough to just get going and start taking action.
Yeah, totally. And it is very, very widely applicable. And it's even like, think of, your relationship, either your romantic relationship or a relationship with family or friends or whatever. Even that, you can look at that as practice. It's like, look, I want to be a good friend and a good listener and a good lover and all this kind of stuff. And that's the same thing. I can be like, am I doing it right? Oh my God. Oh, I can't face the pressure. Or I can say, this is practice. I am practicing being a better listener, right? And every time is an opportunity to practice. I think it's an attitude it's like, think of this as software, right? Beliefs are like software. This is a belief that's very much worth installing. Like, install this and see what happens.